So, should you keep Zomedica for the next month? And are we gonna see the at least the $3 by the 2 months ahead? This is a really important question every investor asks. And today we're gonna disclose some questions that you have, and we see the prices for Zomedica for coming days and the next month. This is really important. Before we go in the video, like and subscribe to my channel. Trading Jesus always told you to be patient and hunt for exact price value. So let's get right to it. And as we can see, guys, now a lot of stocks have been trading hovering between the $1 and below the $1, and as you know, below the $1 is big bad news for any stock who trading on the Nasdaq, because if you got traded like even 30 days 30 trading days below the $1, you get compliance alert from the Nasdaq telling you to bring your share up or you'll be delisted. So now the price been in April, at 19th of April, we hit the 0.96, but we stayed there for just below the $1. We stayed for around, let me see, we stayed from the 21st of April until just for 3 days something. So it's not a long time below the $1 as you can ask me, but the idea is the moment that we hit below the $1 and we got rejected at our major area here, this is not a good looking sign for Zomedica, because now we have some alert for the price. Let's go first for the small picture and see what the price been doing. So the moment when we've been trading down since like beginning of March, we've been like the volume been dropping really hard and we don't see a bounce. This is the sign of big buying pressure we got when we dipped at the 21st of April when we hit the lowest price. That's why we see a surge in volume, and the volume now is trading above the zero, and this is a good sign. But if we go in a big picture, we can see the volume still not changing. And I told you in the previous video we need to clear, and we have a closing candle above the $1.33, but we didn't do that. We got rejected even below the $1.30 at $1.29, and this is a massive rejection area for Zomedica. So be careful from this area because there's a lot of short sellers here, and they know the price always will gravitate down if we hit this price. So what I can see, guys, as I show you here in the previous video we did, I told you we have to test, at least we have to go above this line at $1.14. But guess what, we have a big surge up, then a lot of we met a lot of selling pressure. That's why we got below it and closed below it. This is how you see the market maker test for the price, and they see if Zomedica will go above the $1.30. But no, we saw a lot of rejection. That's why we closed exactly at our line, as I drew at the video before, as I show you guys the warning notification sign. If you see the warning sign of weakness, and that's what we see after we got rejected at the closing below our line, and now we've been trending down. This is a big incentive now. If by today, because this is the last day in the month and at the same time the last trading day for this week, so if by today, guys, we saw the below the $1 for Zomedica, this is really bad for first, because if we don't see a bounce from this line here, our support at 0.89, and we don't see the price at least go like this, then we go up again to test the $1.33 by the next week. Big chance that we're gonna see the price go to even the 0.64 as we predicted before. So be careful from this line here, because we're gonna test it. If we just broke from this line at this price at 0.89, and if we don't see a big buying pressure here, there's a big chance, guys, we're gonna see the 0.64. so by today, hopefully we see the price hold at least above the $1. This is really important psychological level. First is not even with common sense, but psychological level above the $1. As I told you, this is one of the compliance to be in Nasdaq, and for a lot of investors to believe in holding Zomedica, we need to be above the $1 for this month to show us some sign of strength and a life for change in a trend. And as I told you, the moment we close above the 133, there's a big momentum change for Zomedica, and the price we might even see the $3, but we need a closing candle above the $1.33 to set the incentive for the market to change direction, and we have a change of direction and surge in volume. We need even the volume to go above the zero, and this will be really good for Zomedica. So guys, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, comment below if you have any question regarding Zomedica. I'll be happy, more than happy to answer you guys. That's why Jesus is here, to listen to his hunters and guide them to the direction for the right investing. And check my Patreon as always, in this the description below. And as always, guys, see you in the next update.